Oh, hey, Rick.
Hey, Craig, how you doing, man?
Pretty good, man. How are you?
I'm doing really well. Look, I've met some folks from a really cool company, and they teach people a better way to learn how to play the guitar. But man, so many of their students are hurting, right? They've got pain. Playing the guitar is hard on the body. You know that as well as anyone.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you started working with me about a year and a half, 2 years ago. Just tell the folks real quick what brought you to me.
Yeah. So the truth is, you helped out my dad about 8 years ago. He had, I guess it was some sort of sciatic nerve problem and was to the point where he really couldn't even walk barely. He was basically walking fully bent over with a limp. And it was right around the time, I believe, either his mother or his brother passed away, and he had to walk down the aisle at the funeral. And by working with you, he was able to get fully upright again. It was sort of miraculous, and he did his exercises every day religiously. And then all of a sudden, a few months later, he was pretty much fully healed. So I'd seen your work before. And also, you helped out my brother-in-law, who had periodically had his back go out several times, and now it doesn't go out anymore as long as he does his exercises. And also my brother-in-law's father, who had similar problems. So I knew you had a good track record as far as my family members were concerned. And I believe I sort of had my third or fourth time of basically pulling the left side of my mid back out from seemingly playing guitar all day and gigging at night and actually bending over to work on guitar foot pedals. And every few months I would wake up and just barely be able to move. The whole left side of my back was just pretty much out of commission. And so, having seen your work with my dad, my brother-in-law, and his father, I thought, you know what? I need to invest in my body, invest in some injury prevention. And I just reached out to them and said, hey, what's the number of that guy that saved your backs? They gave me the number. I reached out, and yeah, that's the beginning.
So we worked together for a few months. How you doing now?
Fantastic. Drastic improvements. Let's see. So we started working together before I went out on cruise ships, right?
Yeah.
And I think we worked at least 3 months before that. And so when we started, my body was contorted in awkward positions, just day to day, and I didn't even know it, right? And we did the necessary exercises to strengthen the muscles that you sometimes don't even know about, to prevent your body from remaining in those contorted positions throughout the day. Is that correct?
Pretty much, yeah. Like, we talked about how your people don't have back pain or neck pain or wrist pain or shoulder pain because of the condition of that body part. They got it because of the position of that body part.
Right.
And playing guitar for hours a day, like, just look at the position you're in. Your left shoulder is going to be rounded forward as you're working the frets if you're a right-handed guitar player, right? You're sitting, you're twisting and rotating, and that pays a price. So essentially what we're doing is treating your posture. We're treating the position that your body is in, which is the core reason why you hurt. So what I want to do for these folks, I want to just give them a couple quick, simple exercises that can put their body back into a better position and help them feeling better while they're playing the guitar. You willing to help me out here?
Absolutely. It's worked wonders for me. Just want to share the love, man.
All right. That's awesome, Craig. Thank you. So let's go ahead, move the guitar and the chair out of the way.
Okay. We'll put this back in the office.
So yeah, folks, those of you who are listening, you don't hurt because you play the guitar. You hurt because of the position that your body is in while and after you're done playing the guitar. And the cool thing is, you can change that. I want you to be able to pursue your hobby or your love of playing guitar without having to pay a physical price to do it. So angle the camera down towards the floor just a little bit.
You think we're okay going vertical?
Let's give it a try. I want you
Okay.
to get on your hands and knees for me about 6-7 feet away from the camera. That's going to be good. Back up towards your knees about 6 inches. Yep, and get your hands. So folks, what I want you to do is I want you to model what I'm teaching Craig here. I want you to get your knees directly underneath your hips, and I want your wrists directly underneath your shoulders. So you can see how Craig is at a 90-degree angle from knee to hip to shoulder to wrist here. Now from here, Craig, I want you to walk your hands about 4 to 5 inches forward. Bring your shoulders back out over your wrists. Good. That's perfect. So people, you can see now he's got his shoulders directly over his wrists. His hips are about 4 to 5 inches in front of his knees. Now, relax your head, let it hang. Keep your elbows straight and let your shoulder blades drop together. Good. People, you're going to want to bend your elbows as you do it. Notice Craig kept his elbows straight. Relax your stomach, let it go. You're going to see that big arch in his low back. It's not that we just love a big arch in the low back. We want a normal arch there. But here the low back is relaxed. It's not doing work. And we're allowing the deep hip flexors to engage, which you need to be able, when you sit and play the guitar, you need to be able to sit in what's called extension. You need to be able to sit up nice and tall and maintain a modest curve in your low back. And one of the things that happens with a lot of you folks is as you're playing the guitar, you lose that curve and you start to go from your spine starts to go from an S curve into that C curve as you slump. This is doing so much at one time. It's reminding your spine about that S curve, and it's driving your shoulders and your upper back into a more extended position, and it's allowing length through your neck muscles. We're going to hold this for about 30 more seconds, Craig, before we move on to the next exercise. Folks,
This is one of my favorites.
What's up?
This is by far one of my favorites, man.
Yeah, this is a powerful exercise. Now, folks, when you do this at home, I want you to hold this for 2 minutes. Set a timer on your phone for 2 minutes. It's going to be kind of a long 2 minutes, but it's going to get easier over time. All right, Craig, go ahead and stand up for me, man.
All right.
Now, we're going to have you do standing arm circles with the golfer's grip. Okay. I know we've done some hand finger stuff on this that's a little different, but let's just keep it simple for the folks. I want you to stand, yes, with your feet 6 inches apart and pointing straight. So folks, straight feet are going to look to you like they're slightly pigeon-toed. Now, Craig, your right foot is slightly pigeon-toed. Back that off just a hair. There we go. That looks great. Now,
Okay.
with your arms hanging down, I want you to pin your shoulder blades together and down. Now bring your arms straight up to the side, palms facing the floor. You're going to curl the ends of your knuckles in.
Okay.
And you know what? Let's have you stand sideways to the camera so people can see your hands.
Okay.
Good. Now, keeping your shoulder blades pinned together and down, you're going to make 6-inch circles going up and forward. I want you to do 40 of those.
Okay.
Go. Yes. Just slightly slower. Nice and smooth. Make it nice and smooth. Keep those elbows straight. Keep those shoulder blades pinned together and down. Good. And now after 40, you're going to do the same thing, but with your palms facing the ceiling. And you're going to go up and back.
Start down here.
There we go.
Good. Curl the very ends of the knuckles in, pull the thumbs back. And now 6-inch circles going up and back. Good. 40 of these. Folks, these are now going to take the improved shoulder position and hip position that we just got from the first exercise. And now we're going to use it. We're asking the muscles on both sides of your spine and both sides of your hips to do the same thing from the same position, which doesn't happen when you play the guitar. Craig, thank you so much.
I'll add, you even get an extra vocal benefit if you're also a singer from that exercise, man. I've noticed I use it as a vocal warm-up.
Oh, it's a fantastic vocal warm-up because it's engaging a chain of tissue that's called your deep front line, and it runs right through your diaphragm. And that exercise, both exercises, will actually give you more diaphragmatic control. So I've used that last exercise, arm circles, as a prep exercise at the University of Texas School of Music for their vocal classes. They do that exercise before every class because it makes such a big difference. All right, folks, those are the 2 exercises I want you to do. Craig, thank you so much for your help today, man. I appreciate you.
Anytime, man. Thank you so much for all your help as well.
All right, keep rocking in your career, brother. Have a great rest of your day.
You too. Thanks.